Hello, welcome to another session of Food and Beverage Service. Today we are going to have a look on the topic about functions of catering services in the F&B department. So let's start with the banquet hierarchy. Banquet is actually a part of the food and beverage service sector in the hotel industry where huge crowds can gather for weddings or uh, other formal meetings or conventions or further etc. So in the banquet there's a different team who handles the banquet space of the hotel industry. So to look into the hierarchy, first we have the banquets manager who reports to the F&B manager of the hotel. Then it is divided into two sectors. One is the assistant banquet manager, and the other one is the sales manager. Under the assistant banquets manager, we get the toast manager, banquet head waiter, head wine waiter, and then comes the waiter, casual staff, and porter. So under the assistant bank manager comes these people, and under the banquet sales manager just comes the sales executive. The sales executive is a person who gets in contact with the guest, supply the guest needs, explains the guest about the banquets, and helps him to know more about the banquet space. Banquet manager. What are the responsibilities of a banquet manager? A banquet manager is responsible for approving all the bookings after fixing up the rates. He is in charge of deciding the open dog discount and additional services. He supervises functions in terms of selecting arrangement, buffet, and their PRs as well. Personal requirement. PRs means personal requirement. He is also responsible to maintain a checklist before letting out functions in the hall to the guest. He should be a person with list of details because for certain special occasions he has to make suggestions and create the ambience. So these are the responsibilities of a banquet manager. He is in charge of the whole event which is happening for the day in the banquet. So any uh, loss in the banquet, he is responsible. He is also responsible to coordinate with the housekeeping, maintenance, and accounts, front office, and kitchen. Because why housekeeping? Housekeeping supplies the linen for its maintenance department, makes sure that the lighting, projectors, electrical supplies, computer connections, and the air conditioning is being proper. Accounts department finalizes the price for the banquets. The front office department, if there is any room required for for the guest who has booked the banquet, the front office deals with it, and other cashiering deals being dealt with the front office. And the kitchen, as everyone knows, they deal with the food. He, along with the chef, are also responsible for checking the quality of food and make changes in the menu and dishes which do not sell. In every hotel nowadays, there is a chance for the guests to have a taste checking session in the hotel before the event take place, so that the guests can take out the dishes from the menu which they don't prefer to have it in. He is also responsible for recruitment and training of the staff. The banquet manager is responsible to hire staffs if any required, and any further training or high-end training can be provided to the associates of his department. Banquet executive. The duties and responsibilities of a banquet executive is he or she is responsible in getting all business for the hotel. He or she follows upon arrangement fixed up of menu writing of the function prospectus, making the contact, showing the guest the hall, and also marketing for the hotel. He or she is also the guidance of a manager coordinate in front office, kitchen, maintenance, and accounts for the necessary required. He or she is responsible for maintaining outgoing the incoming mails and banquet diaries, food production board to read comments and suggestion books for all the files. Types of functions: formal, informal, semi-formal, and estate banquets. So let's have a look in the types of functions later, then guys come up to the setup. As you all see, these are the different setups which is necessary for the banquets for a banquet manager to be known. The first one is the school or the classroom style, where each table, row of chairs are being placed. On the right hand side, you can see it is a board meeting style, where the tables are placed and the chairs are surrounded with it, so each of them can face each other and speak. Next is the E-shaped style. This is mostly done during ice-breaking sessions when convention meetings are held. The next one is the fishbone style. As you know, the fishbone, how does it see? A center bone, that is the head, and the others are the side bones of the fish. Next one is the training on the left hand side, which you see. The other one is the U-shaped style. Informal functions. So, what are the facilities required for an informal functions? In conference and seminars, the required products are a computer, screen, cordless mic, amplifier, soundbox, rostrum, podium, photographer, video camera, slide projector, stationery, backdrop, etc. So as you see, the required facilities which should be provided by the hotel to the guest at for any conference or seminars as mentioned over there. Next comes up the exhibition. Exhibition can be of different types. It can be auto exhibition, it can be art gallery exhibition, it can be any type of exhibition where separate area for each participant is display the products. So that's why I said it. For example, take a car exhibition. Each place is being allotted for each brand, so that they can display the products uh, to the clients who is coming up there. Fashion show, as we all know, is equivalent to a ramp walk. The stage has been set in the form of a ramp where we need audio system, lights, TV monitors, videos, etc., cameras, heating panel judgment setup should be done for fashion show and entertainment. As usual, audio and lighting is there. These are the other different types of setups for banquets. We These setups can be seen in weddings, round table setups in crescent shape, banquet shape, and the other setup you can see a round C classroom seminar setup, fishbone, theater type, E shape, U shape, forms of function. Food may be served in any one of or combination for some of the following styles of food service. In banquets, we get plate service, silver service, family service, and buffet service. The type of service method depends on the following: host's wish, number of people to be served, service skill available, types of function, formal or informal, types time available for service, is the service equipments and its availability. So here we can see the host has the whole rights or the whole the doors are open to the host to select what type of service he wishes to give it to his guest or he likes to be served, and the types of service to be selects he can be depend and what he wishes to do also. Serving in a formal function. Guest is answerable in an ante room. Small welcome drink or mocktail will be served to the guest in the ante room. Ante room is nothing but the lobby where you will be served with with a warm welcome by the hotel staffs. Seating plan is displayed or announced for the guests. Tables are numbered, avoiding the number 13. Stewards or waiters line up behind the head table and other tables. Guests are seated and serviettes placed across the leg. First course is served to the head table, followed by the others. Head table is nothing but the host. So, for a formal function, when all the guests assemble in the lobby, they will be served with a welcome drink. He announces the guest with then and avoid of the number 13 when the guest table is served. Steward waiter lines up behind the head table and other tables so that he gets it done. Guests are seated in serviette and placed across the lake. Clearance also follows in the same order. The subsequent courses take the same procedure. Toast may be raised in a break between the course, or it may even be raised in the beginning or end of the party. Whenever a toast is raised, it is to be announced by the Toastmaster. Toastmaster is also the host. The Toastmaster is also responsible for raising the toast. The rest of the announcements are normally carried out by the Master of Serving. That is known as MOC. MOC means Master of Ceremony. The service could be pre-plated service or silver at times, but strict observance of the codes are followed. All guests seated in the head table are given the honor of name cards, whereas the guests on the other tables are either numbered or named as per the choice of the party. This means there will be few tables which will be reserved for certain guests. That is what they meant. And the others will be numbered. To facilitate the service, different systems are used which can vary from hand gestures or light signals. Banquet equipments, banquet table and chairs, raisers, lanterns, dance floor, food service equipment, canopy, pipe and drape, overhead projector, LCD screens, public address system, that is the podium, slide projector, screens, LED screens are the equipments which is used or provided to the guest when there is a function or when the guest books for the function. So we'll just make a little mathematical calculation for a 200 pack wedding or any function. So as you can see, the total number of packs is 200. Packs means person. 200 persons. That is in hotel terminology, we say 200 packs. Guest of head table is 13. So on the head table, 13 guests will be seated. Size of top table is 39. Width of the cover table is 3. Width of the banquet table is 3. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Because it's 2 tables, it's into 2, 6. Aisle area is also 6. Total area is 12 sprig. Sprig is equal to square feet. 12 square feet is also known as 12 sprig in the hotel term. So for 200 people, 13 people will be heading on the head table, which is into two sets of table. That is six tables will cover around 12 square feet. That is 12 sprig. Number of sprigs, the total number of head table is 39. 13 into 13 is equal to 39, which is divided by 12, which gives 3. And in addition, number of guests on sprig. Number of guests is 200 and one sprig is 13, which is 187. 187 packs to be distributed into 4 square feet. Considering both sides of the sprig to be used, number of guests on each side is 127. So 46 guests, now 46 or 48 guests on each sides, and that 48 will be again divided into two, that is 24. So into four quarters, each quarter has 24 guests. So this is how a banquet is being broken, and the guest segregation is done to occupy the space of the banquet. Width of the banquet is around 27 and 2 centimeters. Size of each brick is 24 by 27, which is calculation of 648 and 54. Size of the table 6, 3 by 6. Table requires per brick is 9. Leave 9 from the door side, 6 from the corridor side. Width of the room is 78, length and the room is 60. The covers are slightly kept apart in case some special effects given on top table like fruit decoration, carving. Also sometimes podium system and personal mics are provided for toasting and speeches. However, sufficient and in many places calculation is based on 28. 28 is nothing but 28 guests on one quarter. So this is the main calculation which is being gone for a people of 200 packs. So let's have a look again for 200 packs. Total number of packs is 200. Guest on the head table is 13. So on the head table we have 13 guests. Size of the table is 13 by 13 by 13, which is 39. Banquet table size is 6, so which covers each 6 tables cover 12 square feet. Number of speak is 39 by divided by 12, which is 4, and the 4 square feet for each table. Number of guests on each side is 48, left and right, which is again divided into 4 quarters, which is 24. Organizing a function. What are the steps? After confirming the booking with all the necessary requirement and passing the information to various departments, the following should be done. Finalizing the seating plan with the host, which tells who will sit where and table number. Working out the staff requirement and hiring them, checking the availability of audiovisual and other requirement and the working condition, hiring them if necessary. Hiring the essential items is what is meant if necessary. Setting up the table plan as requested, sitting up rostrum, podium, dance floor, screen, etc. as required, setting up the dining area, formal dining, buffet, each as per the host wish, conducting service rehearsal for very formal service, inviting the host for a final checkup and adjusting the plan according to his or her requirement. Food and beverage in charge and the supervisors should closely monitor the function organization. On the day of the event, check the personal grooming of the staff engaged on duty, allocate the mise en place and service mise en scène activities to the service staff, inspect the mise en place and mise en scène thoroughly, ensure the requirement of the host are provided, inspect the cleanliness of the service equipment and the function area, check the bar counter if required, and ensuring the equipped with adequate stock and other supplies. So, as you know, mise en place is nothing but the arrangements done before service. Mise en scène means the arrangements which is done after service. So, these two should be noted very carefully before and after every event, and even the personal grooming of the staff who is being engaged. Assign the table to the service staff. Give adequate briefing to the service staff on the menu. Ensure procedures of food and drinks, toast, etc. Count the number of plates placed if buffet service is organized in the presence of the host, representative, and the person from the control department. So every count and everything should be clear in front of the host or the guest. Also before service. Types of service. Ensure the food and beverage are served. This should be done during the service. Ensure the food and beverage are served according to the instructions given. See that the guest receives the food and beverage on time. If plated, food reaches the guest quickly at right temperature. If buffet, head count is made and the dishes are replenished quickly. Fuel containers or the chefing dishes are frequently topped up with fuel. Clearance of soiled cutlery and crockery should be done quickly. Water glasses are filled frequently. The temperature of the function hall is at comfort level. Monitoring the service of alcoholic beverages. If toast is proposed, all wine glasses are filled with wine. Normally, it is done in formal function. After the toast, coffee is served. These should be done during the services. During the function, table are clear. The soil service equipments are sent for washing. AC is switched off. Food containers on the buffet table are sent back to the kitchen. Buffet counters are dismantled and the tables are staked. Buffet chairs are arranged and properly are stocked and kept aside. Soil linen are sorted, counted, and kept aside for laundry. Bar counter is closed and the closing stock of the bar is taken. Bar cash is tallied with the consumption of alcohol if drinks are not inclusive. Returning the empty, full, or partly used bottle to the bar. Settling the bar cash to the cost control department. Giving feedback to the service staff. Paying off the hired staff and terminating their service. Switching off the lights and other electric gadgets. Closing the banquet suites or locking. Preparing the bill for settlement. Entering the bill amount in the banquet sales record. During the function generator backup, additional fuse cartridges, fire extinguishers, and first aid must be kept ready. So these are the points which should be considered after the function is being winded up and when the banquet is about to close. So buffet. Buffet is a gentle art of gastronomy, is a friendly one. It hurdles the language barriers, making friends among civilized people and warm and hard. Samuel Chamberlain, 1985 to 1975. So now we are going to have a look of the buffet service which is provided in the banquets. Flat top furnitures or a sideboard feed the gathering, minimum staff. So the buffet is an origin from English-speaking country in the second half of the 19th century. It is also known as the court cupboard. A buffet is a meal serving system where patrons serve themselves. Patrons is nothing but the guest. The guest serves themselves. In one form of buffet, there is a line of food serving stalls filled with fixed portion of food. Another form of buffet in all you can eat buffet is an informal buffet. Customer paying a fixed price and they can help themselves to as much as they want. Other type include salad bar and smoked grass board. Types of food served. Sequence of food items: podo, salad, potage, entree, dessert, tea, and coffee. Things to be considered in a buffet: budget, type of function, availability of raw material, availability of skilled staff, number of packs, guest requirement, complexity of menu, color combination and eye appealing, theme for the buffet. Budget is nothing but the budget should be set for the menu and for the guest to be comfortable with. What type of function, types of function, what type of function is being considered that or is being undertaken. Availability of raw material. Make sure that the food is or the guest is requested. We have the raw materials available on time. The number of guests coming for the function, guest requirement complexity, color combination and eye appealing. So make sure that the guest who is preparing and asks for the food it has the presentation or plating done in a very wonderful manner. Theme for buffet. If there is any specific theme or a stipulated theme which is being done for the buffet, it should match with the food also. Types of buffet: sit down buffet, fork buffet, finger buffet, cold buffet, smoke grass board, displayed buffet. Types of arrangement: single entry buffet, less number of packs. Double entry buffet is more number of packs. Canopies is multiple cuisine. So single entry is nothing but the buffet starts from one end and ends the other end. Double entry is nothing but two sets of the same buffet will be placed in the same line so that they can enter from both the ends and exit through a common way to reduce the crowding and to increase the movement. So this is a single sided buffet. So as you see in the picture, you can see the food starts from the left, it walks and exits to the right. That is the single sided buffet. So you have different types of food in in a straight line. Double sided buffet, as you see, both the ends. On both either sides, the same food is being placed to increase the movement and to stop crowding. These types of buffet is being used. Plans the buffet. The theme set the tone of the event. The theme will define the menu decoration, props, linens, and dinnerware. The theme can also define the music, lighting, and wait staff uniform. Can be accomplished for any meal period but lends itself best for lunches and dinner. Consider these points. Offer dishes with different principal ingredient. Offer food cooked by different method. Offer foods with different color. Offer food with different texture. Consider the cost. Consider the cost. Remember, everything offered should be within the budget. So, and at the end, the checklist. What we need to know. What type of event are you having? How many guests will be attending? Any special needs, that is a special request from the guest? Do you need a dessert provided or a section set up for the dessert? Do you need any meeting tool? One check, separate check. One check. Check is nothing but bill. Should everything be comprised in one bill, or do you need separate bills for everything? So separate bill for food, separate bill for accommodation, separate bill for the banquet usage. These are the things to be noted down for a proper banquet functioning. Hope this session was very helpful and informative. Thank you.